Sir, we're receiving a Priority 1 message.
On screen, Lieutenant. Let's see it.
We've located a drone hiding in one of the asteroid fields. It is attempting to flee. We are in pursuit. It's been destroyed. Target destroyed. It appears to be some kind of DSY listening device. The target has been too badly damaged to get any other readings from it.
Damn, I would have liked to have recovered some of that debris. Finish up your mining run and return to base.
Roger.
Well, looks like the DSY is making use of their stealth tech. Station Command to UCC 8573 Occult. Do you read me?
Captain Reynolds reporting.
Captain, I want all ships in the area on a heightened alert status.
Affirmative. I'll make the order.
We are gonna have to step up our defenses. I wonder if they came through our gate. Good day, Sven the Slayer here once again, and welcome back to Starmade on the Star Squadron server. So, we have a little bit to do today, and while Ghost is trying to figure out what to do for our defenses, I will be going out and working on some other projects. Yeah, that's what he's here for. He's head of security, so he's got to figure out exactly what we want to do about the DSY situation. And there we have a nice line of salvaged Issanths, so I don't know why that guy's up there. I don't know how that happened. But we took the sickle into spawn and wiped out an alpha station just because it was like 2 sectors away from the gate, so we wanted to make sure that the spawn sector, the gate sector, was clear from any potential hostile forces. And so those are the couple ships that we've managed to recover after the fight. But we now have more fleet operations that we can do. So in here we have, this is the salvage fleet. I made them a fleet and told them to fly back here. They probably took a while, but they got back. And then we also have a mining fleet. And fleet mining is really nice. It's great to have, be able to make use of both mining ships. Let's grab a build block real quick. But they have some downsides, and I want to try and eliminate some of the downsides. So I've had the Grand Mall here for a while. So we have the Enigmal, which was actually, I think that name was suggested by a viewer. I'd have to go back through the comments and figure that out. And then I forget who suggested the Grand Mall. I think it might have been some guy or somebody else I was chatting with on the server, or in the server chat. So yeah, Enigmal and Grand Mall. So it was really, really nice to be able to fly out in my salvager and salvage while another ship was there helping out. Now, it wasn't very efficient, so here is the haul from the Enigmal, and I pulled in 20k. That's the majority of what the mall can hold. Now, I had a little problem. This isn't the full amount. I'm only at 1.9 here. but there was only like 5K in here, so the Grand Mall only pulled in about a quarter of what the Enigma and me harvesting with it did. And here is an automatic transfer system. It's sort of not working right now. So what I did was I accidentally pushed that button and moved the items out of here. So what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to transfer the items into storage, but and then auto shut off. And it worked flawlessly when I was building and testing it, but now it's not working. See, the light turned off and it stopped prematurely, and I gotta hit it again and we'll move some stuff through. See, and then it shut off again. I don't know why it's doing that. Something wrong with storage logic not functioning properly. I'll have to look into that. And there it goes. So now it's all done there. So let's deactivate this one and put that block back. So that's one thing we can look at today. But more importantly, the mall is not really designed to work with fleets right now. So she's got a nice, somewhat powerful mining array on the front, and it's fairly big for harvesting asteroids. But currently, this will probably be something that changes, but currently the AI, when they're mining, they pretty much use only a single laser. And then if anything else happens to hit blocks, it'll mine, but they can only target with a single laser. So, and then the other issue is when I come back, I have to manually dock because there's no way to control from, tell ships to dock back to a station. So I have to manually dock the malls, and the malls don't have a transporter, which is something I probably should include in the next refit. So what I want to do today is I kind of want to design a heavy mining drone, and I want to take advantage of the unified storage system that we are all working on across the server. So that'll be the primary storage. It'll basically be a mining drone with one tank, big, heavy, either a single beam or multiple, just like 5 max probably beams, and there'll be a way for my cargo drone here to interact with it. So pretty much all I have to do is get the ships back, the heavy mining drones, jump in one of these guys, fly over, dock to it, automatically transfer the pod to the cargo runner, the forklift. It's not really a forklift, but that's just what it's called for now. And then carry the crate over here, drop it in the station, fly over to the next harvester, do the same thing, rinse, lather, and repeat. I think that'll probably be a little easier than having to manually dock the ships to the station. And then when I'm ready to go out mining again, I can just reload them, or maybe have an empty crate, an empty pod ready. So bring a full pod, drop it, it'll get transferred to, and then there'll be an empty one ready for me to grab onto, load back into that one, and then can just kind of continue on down the line. And then when I go out mining, I can have the mall go. I can even have the Enigma go, and I can even have the Grand Mall follow me around. Docking 2 ships isn't that big of a deal. I just don't want to increase the number of ships I have to manually dock. So I think that might be a neat way of doing it, at least until the system improves and we can maybe handle things a little better, because I also have Froze in here, so it would be nice to have the Froze follow me around as well. Currently this one needs to be fixed. The Frodo Baggins is still has authentic battle damage. But yeah, so we want to design a new cargo pod specifically for use in the miner. This is a freight pod, so I want to make one that is a specifically for. I think if I hit that, it'll want to transfer the stuff back to there. Actually, it might do that. Yeah, see, this is off. When I open that door, I can't tell if the ship is pulling. Oh wait, I think this ship is set to dump still, so if the ship was set to pull, opening the door would move all the cargo from here. That's probably something I'm going to change. I'll probably make it so there's another switch here to move the cargo out. I do like this system and being able to store things in here before moving them to the main storage, but I need to fix this cargo system here. I don't know why it's not as reliable as when I first built it. Like it's not reliable at all. If I hit the button to automatically transfer, I think it'll do one pull tick and then shut off. So there's something wrong with the detection. Oh yeah, speaking of detection, that's something we also need to look into, which we may do now. So we have storage and activators. Activation. Where's our? Yeah, this one. And so it's got some logic. Yeah, see, it's not empty. Oh, it got a lot of it though before getting shut off. Is this stuff actually updating yet? I don't think it is. These oh yeah, it's actually updating. It's not perfect, but at least it's updating somewhat more regularly than the last version of the game. So we need also docks. Rail docker, and well, I guess we should have typed in rail. Rail basic. Allie must be having some issues. So we can, because we can transfer items between entities, we also need to figure out if it works with logic. Because currently, well, since the last I tested it, logic and storage don't work too well together. So if I put a chest down and I put something, let's see, I think the two things you can take signals off of it is an activator and an ore. So if I put something into this chest, nothing happens at all. But now if I put down a second chest and tell it to pull from that chest, and then we put something in it, it gets transferred here, and did I put it in the wrong one? This one. Put it in there. Okay. That was weird, it closed the thing immediately. Now the items are in this chest and nothing happened. Does it also need to be in logically linked? Why does it close that window as soon as I shift click in there? Oh, because I'm clicking on that window and this window is overriding it. See there, now it turned on that activator. Okay, and we take it off and nothing happens. So let's make this window a little smaller here. Come on, come on. There you go. Alright, so this turns on when there's anything in it. And I guess this activator turns off when it's full. So let's get some hardened material. Well, it's not hard anymore, it's advanced. Advanced black armor. So if we go in here and we tell it to get 400 of these, now when it transfers, it didn't do anything. $400. pulls it, and nothing happens. Okay. So let's deactivate this. CV, deactivate this one, change add all, 400, whatever, and then turn it on. Pull the items out. That one turns off. That activator does nothing. This would be much easier to test if I could actually do this by hand. Now it's full, and that activator does nothing. Could have sworn it was activators that were detect a full chest. The chest is full, 100%. I don't think it's like an and or anything. Okay, let's also put down this and a knot, so we can toggle these easily here. So now it's pulling. That'll turn on, and they were both pulling, that's why it wasn't working. That's on. The and doesn't do anything. Okay, I guess it's not and doing anything. But I'm pretty sure the activator is supposed to say when a chest is full. But it's not doing anything. It doesn't matter. We don't need to detect that. We just need to know if item transfer between entities is switching off the logic. So that needs to be there. And yeah, that's useless now. We don't need this either. We need a chest on here, and we need an activator on there, and then we also need an orb. So does it need to be next to it? I thought it needed to be next to it, or it just needs to be linked to it. We'll find out. Yeah, so also change items, add all, 400, whatever. And now to get this thing to trigger in the first place, we are going to need an intermediate chest. Because bugs. Put the items there. Okay. Now. Okay, it just needs to be linked. It doesn't need to be next to it. It's not one of those weird adjacent issues. I wonder if it was... who knows? I don't know. Let's just deal with this. Alright, so items here. This is transferring, and we need to take this dock and link it to that chest. Alright, so now this one's linked there, and it's off. So we need to turn this one off and this one on to pull items out of this chest. Here. That works. And it didn't turn on. That's what I was afraid of. I was really afraid of that. So we can't detect item transfer between entities. That's a pain. And the item's back in this chest and it doesn't detect it. So yeah, you can counter the bug by having an extra link in the chain. Say this one pulls at all 400. Yep, okay. So this one pulls from here. So we tell it to pull this one to pull, and then the items end up here and we detect it. So it pulled to here, then pulled to here, and it did the order properly. So the game has to figure out order, you know, it probably does it in some kind of like grid fashion, so it actually transferred to this one first and then this one. But if we were to move this chest over here, it might do this pull tick first and then this one, so it would be a tick later that this one gets it instead of on the same tick, which is the biggest problem when working with buffer chests, is depending on orientation, what chest actually gets the items might change. What items get moved in on what order. So it might get put in here and then immediately transferred, or it might get put into here and then the next tick get moved over. But that is something we're just gonna have to ignore for now. Door closed too fast. Come on, door. I have no other way out of the station yet. Alright, anyway. We just want to design a storage pod specifically for the miners. And I probably will do something similar to this one, where I have the core built into the top, and then you can enter it through the top. I'm not sure, but we also want to continue kind of an old style that some of our old salvagers used. And so if you've ever seen the chisel, the hatchet, and the axe, I believe, they have this kind of like green tank design on all of them. So that's kind of how I want to build these. So let's figure out our dimensions first. So we need to have it 9 wide. Alright, this is the center point. Well, that's not the center point. This is the center point. So is that 9 by 9, or did we 9 by 7? 8, 9. 9 by 9. Good. So then we can use this to put it there. Make sure I got that right. So kind of going for more of a rounded shape instead of this more boxy. And now we gotta go to 17 and continue on with the sloped look. Come on, there you go. So that's more or less the tank, storage tank. And not, I don't know, not 100% on this, sold on this yet. So what if we make it a little more kind of rounded? Yeah, this is going to be a heavy mining drone, and the amount the drone can hold will be less than the amount the maul can hold, because right now it's, like I said, it was only about as 25% as efficient as the maul with me mining it. Plus I have, you know, more advanced mining techniques that the maul is the AI is just not capable of doing. So what I do is, when I'm shooting at an asteroid, I line 2 of them up. So, you know, think this is an asteroid. You know, this ship and this ship is an asteroid. So instead of mining this one and then moving on to that one, so what I'll do is I'll aim my ship like this and mine that one while scanning over the first one, so I can pretty much mine 2 asteroids at once. Anything that doesn't hit this ship will pass through, or this asteroid will pass through and hit that asteroid. So it makes mining generally more efficient. You just do it faster. And let's see how this pill shape would look. It's definitely more pill-like. I still don't like it. Maybe if I think I keep the hard slope on the sides and make a softer slope on the ends. I think that'll make it look a little better. Probably if I do something like that. Let's see how that turns out. I don't know what that's going to do to it. Oh yeah, we do need that because of the transition. It's a little better. Of course, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. Maybe add some texture or something. I don't know. We dumped our rail. We need our rail back. So, forward. Forward. And up. I wonder what shape, I think if I go to the catalog, I can actually, cat cargo pod. Cool. I want to see what his is shaped like. Where's our cap? Cargo pod? Blueprint? There you are. Hopefully I have all the materials. Yes, we do. Cool. So now we have a cap cargo pod we can look at. Yeah, his is... These do have a really nice shape. It might just be the detail that makes it better. Because I don't really like this pill shape. Let's copy. Oh, my eye itches. And not my 17. Yeah, that is a little nicer. Let's grab some green standard armor and give it some texture. See if that does anything to make it look better. Maybe just a couple bands here and there. And we can always go back and change it later if it turns out we don't like what we have. Let's just make one final change before moving on. How did I delete that block? So I had some footage get corrupted, but it was basically just me fumbling around finishing this pod. I might go back and change some more later, who knows. For now, I will have to call it here. I also greatly overestimated how much I could get done in half an hour, so we'll have to continue building this later. But now we got the pod, we can design the ship around the pod and the logic devices and how this guy will interact with it. And he's missing an arm. I have no idea what happened to his arm. Seriously, where's your arm, dude? I don't know what's going on. Corrupt footage, arms missing, and yeah, I'm beat. Hopefully I can get some sleep after or while this video is rendering and get it uploaded in the morning. And tonight I will be, yes, assuming I can actually get some sleep, tonight I will be live streaming again, probably 7 or 8 EST, depending on, really all depending on if I can get some sleep. I've just not been able to sleep at night for like the last over a week now. I've been conking out halfway through the day. When I try and sleep at night, I just cannot do it. But that'll be it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.